I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please rise if you're able and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, thank you all for coming today. I'm honored to be here, and I'm looking forward to working with each of the town council members. I know that together we're going to make great strides in addressing the needs of our community. So you might have noticed that I'm listed as the sponsor on every resolution, so rather than having me read all of them, we'll just take turns. We'll start and just do two each.
We have to do.
First, going to take attendance.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't do that in the village. I have to. I'm going to make mistakes, so everybody has to be patient with me.
That's a minor one.
Right.
Madam
Okay.
Clerk, would you please read the roll?
The roll, yes.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Supervisor Moore.
Here.
Councilwoman McNamara.
Present.
Councilman Iacilli.
Present.
Councilman Pell.
Present.
Councilman Scavone.
Present.
I'll say present next time. All right. Oh, you do the public portion first before the resolutions?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then we have cards from everybody who has expressed an interest in speaking. The first is Kristen Muhlenhausen.
And there is a 3-minute speaking limit, and I will let you know in 30 seconds.
Okay.
So I'm really happy to be here, and scrubs and all. So first, I'd like to say congratulations to everyone that's new on the board, and I'm looking forward to the next few years. It's been a pleasure. It's a pleasure for me to be here today and share with you what I think are the beginnings of what is a rebirth in the Southampton Town Board. Never was I one for local politics, but the best matter surely drew me in, and ever since I thought, what can I do to possibly make a difference? Watching your debates and energy during the campaign gave me the sense that there are good things to come. The best moratorium will end in February, and since that moratorium was passed in August of '23, our residents in Hampton Bays have remained engaged in the town, some becoming more civic-minded, joining the civic, and watching and attending meetings at the town government level. Town government is the golden opportunity for people to work together with their elected and appointed board members, councilpersons, and supervisor to achieve community goals that are both healthy and prosperous for our local hamlets and citizens. When it works and is inclusive from the start, it can be a true glory. When it lacks public input, it can be a recurring nightmare, as is the case with BESS. For months, I have sat through meetings and have requested a task force for the BESS. It was deemed to be a matter for the new board, while other projects were being raced through, like the CAP. In addition, there was a pause as the governor was investigating what I like to call the 3 fires in 3 months at New York BESS facilities from May 2023 through July 23. I will now bring your attention to the recent mailer that was sent to Southampton residents in all hamlets except Hampton Bays. As far as I know, none of my known Hampton Bays friends, family, or colleagues have received the mailer. The mailer's message indicates that Rhineland LLC is marching on, and yes, that the Canal BESS will be something in 2024. This is alarming to our local community and should be to all of our township. The large developer is trying to manipulate and galvanize support for a project that is both on moratorium and has perilous concerns, which include environmental, noise, evacuation, fire, lack of training of our local EMS firefighters, proximity to our local historical canal, county parks, beaches, pristine bays, and the dry wood tinder of the pine beetle devastation. I have hundreds of dead trees on my property alone, and most of my neighbors do as well. Finally, this site is too close to our most important resources, the human beings that live in the residential area.
30 seconds.
Our neighbors in Southold have a 12-month moratorium and initiated a task force at the start. While this powerful developer, which is an LLC, marches on, we wait. This is not proactive, and our thousands of hours of work over the summer on this project deserve better. Both Councilperson McNamara and Schiavone have stated in recent meetings they would support extending the moratorium, and after watching your debates, I have seen the newly elected support that the best be far from people. I'm imploring you to support a moratorium extension and strongly consider zone changes to avoid this happening in residential areas and far from sensitive resources and infrastructure. In closing, nothing is more important than your health. Please thoroughly review the subject and input of the people to make decisions that support the constituents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
May I submit this?
Yes.
Clerk.
I think the work session tomorrow, 2 of our board members aren't going to be here, so we're just going to review the agenda for next week. But at the following work session, we could, or, one of the work sessions this month, we could certainly talk about it. The board discuss how we're going to move forward on it. Will we do, extend the moratorium, which it seems like we'll have to because that 6
Yes.
months went pretty quickly for
Yes.
the last 4. And then what we're going to do, are we going to form, amongst ourselves, a committee, a task force? How are we going to communicate with the governor and see what the status is there? And so
Yes.
we certainly, hear what you're saying, and we want to, be active in our own right.
Yes. Thank you.
You all feel free to say whatever.
You did a good
you're
job.
thinking,
Thank you.
too. Oh. Bridget Mayer. Hi.
My testimony will be very similar to Chrissy's. Good afternoon and welcome and congratulations to new board members, and welcome back to the old board members. Not old. I'm old. My name is Bridget Moore and I live in Hampton Bays. I've been coming to the town board meetings regularly since April of 2023. I came initially because of the proposed Canal Southampton Bess on North Road. It took a long time, but the community eventually were heard. Everyone finally recognized there was a problem, for a multitude of reasons, with the siting of the Canal Southampton Bess. All of you are on record for various positions on the North Road Bess. You have said, among other things, and these are excerpted from town board meetings and from the debates, which I listened to again. They should not be located in residential areas. The town needs to do more research. Since the governor's committee is researching, the town of Southampton should do their own research. Different locations should be looked at. The town's approach to Bess was wrong from the start. Communication with residents was very poorly handled. It belongs in an industrial area. Zoning needs to be reevaluated. This does not belong in anyone's backyard, and the moratorium will need to be extended. Those were all things that were excerpted. The governor's initial report, which just came out, is narrow, almost skimpy in scope, and it's not finished. Project assessments, fire code reviews, and inspections are still underway. This initial report does not address siting and community considerations. The report sort of compares apples and oranges. East Hampton is a 5 megawatt. Canal Southampton is proposed to be 100 megawatt. The Canal Bess is less than 1,000 feet from our precious canal and bays. It is situated at one of the narrowest and critical traffic junctures on the East End. None of these types of factors were considered in the governor's initial report. A soil sample was taken from East Hampton and tested. I don't really want to be at these meetings, not that I don't enjoy them sometimes, but I feel like I need to continue to come at least for a little while. The town board has not been listening to its constituents. That's what I feel. We are tired of being excluded from important issues that affect us. I haven't trusted some of the decisions that have been made.
30 seconds.
And I feel like we've been duped. Why are the impartial experts, where are they, the ones that were promised? Why hasn't a task force with community input been assembled? Why does Canal Southampton Bess get to smugly act like this is a done deal while the residents are locked in limbo and continue to wonder if they will sell their homes. As Cindy said, the Best North Road moratorium was an example of government working, and it was. And I think we can do that in the future, and I'm hoping we'll do it together. Thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, one of the ideas we also had was working regionally with some of the other town supervisors on the East End to see what they're doing. So we can, include that information in the work session where we talk about what we're going to do and follow up with Janice and see if she has any other leads on someone who can come in and advise us.
And I will just add, Supervisor, to Bridget, you and I have spoken. You could also count on us to make sure that we're going to be present at the civics and the CACs so that the community is aware of these ideas that the town is floating
Thank you so
around.
much.
Yep.
That's very
Yes.
important.
And home rule is very important.
I'm sorry.
Home rule, instead of waiting for the governor, we should do it ourselves. Because we live out here.
Thank you.
Gail Lombardi.
Hi, I'm Gail Lombardi. I'm a Hampton-based resident for 25 years, and I too want to thank all the new board members because I know how hard a job it is, and I'm really hoping, I'm going to put these down because it's in my way.
Okay.
I'm really hoping that I won't be pushing back against the board, the new board members, and the new supervisor. I'm hoping I'm going to be working with you guys to move forward. I'm hoping we have a better relationship. Cindy has always been in our court. I'm hoping we could count on the rest of the board. I agree with what Bridget and Chrissy had said. A lot, it seems to have happened over the past 8 years I've been involved. It really is a lack of community participation. I know you have a legal requirement of like 10-day rules and, setting up public hearings, but I think the important thing is if you could reach out to the community sooner. I know it's only bringing a horse to water. You can't make us drink. People don't show up. Well, that's on them. But I think it's really important, and it's really been lacking from this board. What's happened, like the last meeting with hundreds of fishermen coming and boat captains coming, a lack of communication. So that could be avoided if we try to all work together beforehand. And so one of the things I want to bring up is specifically the Community Housing Preservation Fund Advisory Board. This has come up. I looked at the board, the law. I'm not a trained lawyer, but I think it fell under section 140, point 45, and it listed 5 to 15 members. 6 members are identified, 1 from the construction industry, 1 from the banking industry, 3 from the housing advocate industry, and 1 from the Shinnecock Nation. So I applied for that position just as an example last year. I have 30 years of accounting and tax experience. I've been very active in the Hampton-based community. I understand Marion Bowden also applied. She's got a very extensive resume, both in housing, finance, and being a community advocate, and we were not accepted as committee members. So right now you have, 7 or 8 committee members. One, it says you're not supposed to be a legislative a person, but yet there's somebody from the Zoning Board of Appeals on that committee. So I really wonder, if the advisory committees, as you go through starting to appoint your advisory committees, if you could have a more broad-based, not just for the housing fund, but for all the advisory committees, for a very broad-based group of people. And Hampton-based specifically, we represent 20% of the population in the entire town. So, should we have more of a presence on these boards, as well as the fact that, I don't know specific on the community housing fund, the villages have to opt in. If the villages opt in, they get a representative. Well, what about the existing representatives? Do they live in a village? And I know some of the board members live in villages, but so people in the villages, which include the town board members, but on these committees making decisions for people who don't live in the villages, especially when it comes to the housing. So I really hope, I'm looking forward to working with all of you, the old members and the new members, and nothing against age, because I'm probably older than most of the people here. So I really am happy and excited for the new year. Thank you. I'll put the tissues back.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you. I mean, I know I appreciate your research and,
Yes.
and value your input, and I haven't had the opportunity to fully review the proposed housing plan. I have it on my desk. I'm going to look at it. There was, unfortunately, there's a public hearing that's already been scheduled for next week, so we're going to have to go through with it. But, and take comments if people want to come, but we're looking forward to having the following Thursday, a work session with Kara Bach, when she can come in and speak with us and answer any of our questions, and after we've, between now and then, we've had an opportunity to review it in detail.
And I
don't
also
know-
plan on adjourning that works, the public hearing till the next meeting.
Oh,
So
can we
we're not
do
gonna
that,
clo- yeah,
even though
We can keep it open.
Oh,
for some of
adjourn
the
it,
reasons
yeah.
that Gail has identified. One correction, we have about 14 people on the advisory committee from, various parts of the town as well. And
Now,
following the
I don't know if it's,
statute.
I think someone told me it's set by statute who the members of the committee should be, it's new state statute. So,
Yeah.
we'll look at that too, because
And they're
it
one-year
should be a
terms.
representative of the
We-
population.
I will say that we did, when we took there was a lot of applications to be on that board,
Mm-hmm.
and we carefully went through to check off requirements, and if there was somebody checked off 2 boxes, then great. We checked off 2 boxes, knowing that we would possibly have to have village representation as well. So you get a board beyond, 15, 20 people, it starts to become really hard to get work done, because there's so many voices in the room. So we were trying to, if we could cross-check boxes, we were, to try to keep the numbers, and we can always expand them.
That's
So
that was a good idea.
But we wanted to just start with a, smaller group to get as much dialogue going as we could.
Yeah, so we three have to get up to speed to where you
Yeah.
are, and then Kara's out this week, so, we'll bring her in and address the concerns. There's some things that I know that we saw that were questionable, and I think Councilman Schiavone made a change, right, to take out specific references to specific community parcels. Did that happen?
Oh, in the addendum?
Yeah.
Yeah, the addendum are just suggestions for the board in different directions that we could possibly go. We're the decision-making body of the Community Housing Fund. They are an advisory committee, so the advisory committee has identified various options for us to use. We are not necessarily limited by those options, but it's designed to be a guidance document. It really took some time for the Housing Fund to get some money into the coffers. It only applied to properties that had gone into contract after April 1st, 2023. And so we had to this is the royal we, the controller's office had to go through all of the closing documents in the town of Southampton for the entire year to determine which closings had to pay the 0.5% transfer tax. So we're wading through that now. We still have to do that exercise. And, moving forward, we're going to have a pretty steady stream, and we'll know kind of what our finances are going to be. So this first year, that's the work that the advisory board has done, is to make an addendum to the housing plan, and that's what this is. That's what we're going to be hearing.
Okay. Yeah, great, thank you. All right, Angela, Did I say that right, Angela?
Yeah.
Give me.
So they told me that I didn't have to fill out 2 cards, but I'm gonna represent two entities. So my name is Angelia Noltz. I am the president of Franca Flanders Riverside Northampton Community Association. It's, so welcome, congratulations.
Thank
New board, and I love, Cindy and Tommy John, and we are looking forward to 2024. A lot of things took place at the end of 2023. We have a maritime trail beginning to be constructed. More of a reality for a sewer plant and a sewer district. And so the community is extremely excited and wants to see these stepping stones now, get built upon. And we thank the board of 2023 for pushing through what got pushed through, and for the board of 2024, we're excited to work with you and see more in the community, more things happen for the community that, it's been a while. It's been a while, and so we're excited. And so that's my Franca hat. Hi, Angelia Nault, Riverside Rediscovered, Renaissance Downtowns. We look forward to 2024, continuing our partnership with the town and seeing through the revitalization. We cannot wait to sit with all of you, have a meeting, and start putting things down on paper and getting things accomplished. And congratulations again. And I look forward to this 2024 with every hat that I wear, working with every single one of you. And I just thank you all so much. And Happy New Year also. And to 2024.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you,
Thank
too.
you, Angela.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
We're all pretty eager to get digging in on that Riverside revitalization. Well, is there anybody that would like to speak that did not fill out a card? Okay, and then is there anybody on the streaming that would like to speak? Is it Charles today?
Kevin.
Kevin? Okay. All right, then we'll move on to the resolutions. So if we could just do two each.
2 each?
Yeah.
How are you
why don't we
gonna
try it
stop?
that
You're
way?
gonna go to, then that
Yeah.
side, or start
Can
over
we just
here?
start?
Start
You
with
want
Cindy,
Cindy
yeah,
start?
Cindy.
Okay.
Councilwoman Beckerman.
All right. Town Board Resolution 1 of 2024, authorize Highway Law Section 284 agreement for 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Town Board Resolution 2 of 2024, approval for third-party custodial banks and irrevocable standby letter of credit agents.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 3 of 2024, authorization for highway superintendent to hire extra help.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 That's my job.
Chair do that.
Sorry. Town Board Resolution 4 of 2024, authorization for purchases and rentals by the highway superintendent.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sunday, is this working for you? Without
It
me
is.
saying who seconded?
Yes,
If
it
that's
is.
okay? If you need me to do that, I'm happy to do it.
I think we can continue on, and
All right.
I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'll let you know. Thank you.
Town Board Resolution 5 of 2024, authorization to use signature stamp.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Authorization, Town Board Resolution 6 of 2024, authorize use of digital signature font overlay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You're seconding everything, right?
Yes. Then it's Tommy John's turn.
Easy.
I got one in there.
Town Board Resolution 2024-7, designation of bank deposits. Bank of America, Bank of Oneida, Capital One, Citibank, Customer Bank, Dime Bank, First
you
National
don't-
Bank.
You don't have to read the whole resolution.
Okay, I was just reading the banks.
Oh,
That's it. Flagstaff Bank, Flushing Bank, Hangover Community Bank, JP Morgan Chase Bank, M&T Bank, TD Bank, and Wells Fargo.
Second.
All in
Thank you.
favor?
aye.
Aye.
Town Resolution 2024-8. Set equipment for non-prevailing wage rental rates for the highway of 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Town Board Resolution 9 of 2024, to set equipment prevailing wage rental rates for highway for 2024.
Second.
Second.
Yep.
Okay.
Who's doing that?
He's gonna do it now.
Michael, seconded, Councilman Isai. All in favor?
Aye. Town Board Resolution 10 of 2024, set salary schedule for 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 11 of 2024, appoint EMS Advisory Committee for 2024.
I'll second that, and I'd like to co-sponsor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
2024-12, appointment fire advisory committee for 2024.
Second, and same thing, I'd like to co-sponsor. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2020,
Going out of order.
because you told me to go.
Did I?
Yeah, you pointed to me.
I don't remember hearing that. Go ahead.
2024-13, appoint members to the Suffolk County Community Development Agent.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, let's go back to Councilwoman McNamara and start
Okay.
down that end.
Town Board Resolution 14 of 2024, authorize the highway superintendent to clear private roads during an emergency.
Second. Co-sponsor?
So you'll second it too, right?
Yep.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 15 of 2024, approval for official undertakings.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 16 of 2024, approval for official undertakings for tax receiver.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 17 of 2024, designation of official newspaper.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 18, 2024, designation of additional newspapers.
Second.
Who was that?
Aye.
We should
It
have a
was, it was
system.
Councilwoman
Yeah.
McNamara.
It's easier when you have your legislative assignments. Generally, the person, if it's a supervisor's resolution and the council person that is the liaison to that department generally seconds it.
Oh,
So it works a little bit, it gets easier once you have your assignments and you know what departments are yours, then you know
Yeah.
what you're reading and what you're sponsoring.
we better get those assignments finalized.
Yes.
Yeah,
We, the royal we, it's on me.
we're doing fine.
Okay, Michael, whose turn is it? Is it mine
I think it's either yours or Bill's.
or? Okay, so Town Board Resolution 19 of 2024. Meeting dates for commissioners of the Hampton Bays Water District.
Second.
You want to read the dates in?
Okay, February 8th at 10:30, May 9th at 10:30, and October 10th at 10:30.
Second.
On the motion, just so everybody knows, we used to have 2 public meetings with the Hampton Bays Water District. We moved it to 3, so the public can be made more aware of the things that are going on in the district.
Thank you.
There was already a second.
Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. 2024-20, set town board work session schedules for 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town board resolution 2024-21, appoint James Burke, town attorney.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Town Board Resolution 22 of 2024, it's new for me, to appoint Dorota Godlewski, Town Controller.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I have worked with her for 6 years. Tough last name. Town Board Resolution 23 of 2024, Southampton Town Police Officers continuation of service.
Second. I'd like to be added as a co-sponsor, Sandra.
All in favor?
Aye.
And this last resolution, Town Board Resolution 24 of 2024, with respect to the establishment of the sewer district for Riverside, we're going to, I'd like to make a motion to withdraw the resolution so that we can have a little more opportunity to discuss it at a work session before we move forward. And we've consulted with the attorneys on that, and they're fine with it, so.
Second.
Well, and as a sponsor, you
can
don't,
just
we don't need to
withdraw
vote, you just
Okay.
withdraw it.
Okay,
Yeah,
withdrawn.
withdraw.
I think that's it.
Motion to
That
adjourn.
concludes our first organizational
Motion to
meeting of
adjourn.
2024.
Congratulations. Cheers.
Motion to adjourn.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Motion to close the meeting?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.